Exams are stressful, and they're stressful for everybody, actually for professors too, but probably more so for students. And I thought that this is doing what I think exams should do. It's a better learning experience. And I think the way I took the public exam is basically you give students the exact questions that would be on the exam. And the way he describes it, you withhold either the examples or maybe you give them the data and withhold the question, but you give them very specifically what's going to be on the exam. Not everything, but a big fraction. So what I decided to do is give the students, as he suggested, the exam with most of the questions that were on it. And when there was a question that I didn't, I gave the question that would be and not the actual example they'd have to interpret. And I gave it to them, I think a week ahead of time. I don't actually remember that, but I think a week ahead of time. And what I chose to do is something I've been doing for a long time, is use in the last week of class to have students go over some of the, respond to the questions and do that in a study session. Anyway, so that was one of the reasons I really was attracted to the idea that this would be a better learning experience. Students would know very clearly what they're expected to do and could prepare for it that way. And a second thing that I really liked about the idea of public exams is that it gives students a chance to look at the questions and clarify things. I don't know how many times I've given a test where I thought I was being perfectly clear, and yet from the answers that I got on the test, I could see that it had been misinterpreted by at least some of the people, and that was never my intention.
So Heather, I know a lot of students feel really stressed during finals week, and that's something that, of course, students I think can be better about managing in their own right, but I am also wondering if there's ways that professors can help them through that time and maybe provide more support for them.
So to me, actually, the public exams are a way to do that, is you have removed the anxiety and stress of wondering what it's going to be and being clear about here are the questions, I think can do that.
Heather's somewhat famous in our department for bringing lots of granola bars to exams, to labs, and that might seem like a really silly thing, but it's a very caring thing to do, because then we're all sitting there worried about this exam. Maybe we couldn't eat that morning, and we have something to just eat. And that's not I'm not saying every instructor should bring granola bars to the exam, but I think that sort of sense of caring for our students in more holistic ways it's a really nice message to receive as a student.